Willkommen zurück zum Track Agile Teamwork, and we'll switch to English because we got Joseph here. Hi, Joseph. And you want to talk English? I understand you speak a little bit of German, but you're more comfortable in English.
Yeah, besser in English. So
better in English. Okay. So we're agile, so we'll switch.
We adapt fast.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. We'll continue our track, and we hope we have a lot of viewers from the outside. We had like a constant of like 300 people yesterday, so I'm guessing there's some people out there. To the people out there, you can use the chat in the Vanulus platform to ask questions or get into discussion. Joseph will tell you a little bit how the workshop works, I think, at the start. We have a feedback link that we'll put in there, and for the people over here, we have a QR code. So after the talk, you can do it now, but perhaps after the talk, you can give feedback to Joseph. That will be much appreciated. And there's also a collaborative notes for this session. As for every session, you can find the link. Shirley will post it in the chat, and we can edit the notes there. Yes, so Vision Under a Spotlight, that's the title.
Yes.
And we are still in the team, agile teamwork track, because vision could be on a company level or on a, I don't know, philosophical or religious or worldwide level, but that's not what we're doing here, right?
No.
We're going on the team level.
Exactly.
So what's a team without a vision? It can become lost.
Yeah, and it will remain a dream.
Yeah. So in the next 40 minutes, I think you will tell us a little bit about how we can prevent that and why vision is an important thing for a team.
Exactly.
Over to you.
Thank you so much, Jan. So I thank everyone online and in presence with us here today. As Jan introduced this panel, it is called Vision Under a Spotlight. So we're going to speak how teams actually leverage together in order to make actionable commitments to reach a certain company vision. Okay, or target. First of all, so it's an interactive workshop. Exactly, it was already been introduced. I will just briefly introduce myself. So my name is Joseph Assaf. I'm an architect. I studied architecture, not the software kind of architecture, but real building design architecture. And I always, in agile environment, I specify that because usually you target software architecture. And now, currently, I worked at Kegon AG in Wiesbaden here in Germany as an agile consultant and trainer. So yeah, my journey was management, agility, started back in Madrid when I did my master's in business architecture and design. And here you can see now what we will do, how my design part, so the right side of the brain, my brain, it will affect what we will do as a process. Before taking action together, let's link some dots. So first of all, the ingredients of achievement are to have a vision. We all know that. We cannot work in a company to reach a certain target or to deliver a certain value to a customer without having a clear purpose of why we are doing this. And as exactly I told Jan, a vision without a progress, without actionable commitments will remain a dream. Like every night, you dream about something, you open your eyes, poof, it's outside, it's not here anymore. And this is our strength in business, to take actionable commitments together. And for that reason, we need to know our market and our customer. Which market are we serving in? Who are our customer? Teenagers, elderly people, professionals, doctors, students, what? And the third and most important question is the why. Many employees don't know why they do what they do in their work. And this is crucial to reach our vision. So, from this logic, I have splitted my workshop into three main key sections. The customer voice. We need to know our customer. You know the Gamba walk. Go out of your office wall. Be in your customer shoes. Put yourself in it. Then the future prediction. How would you like the people to speak about you? You not as a person, as your group, as your company. And three, what happened directly before the success. So this is our agenda. Now, if we were more people, we would split into two different teams. But for the sake of the logic of the workshop, we will just stick with one group now. As we have seen, we have three main sections: customer voice, predict the future, and what would have just happened before, and then we will wrap it up. For that, I will switch to the Miro board. You can see I have prepared a Miro board. You have it as well in the slides. So the idea, again, is to practice that within your teams. because it might lead to a lot of hidden points that no one ever tackled. So the first part, it's the customer voice. It depends on your size. So usually we split into two groups. If you have 3 teams, it's 3. If you have 4, it's 4. Because each and every person, every team member needs to take part into defining the roadmap to your goal or to your vision. What we do is the following. Every business has a problem. Now, for the sake of, to give an example, I gave a problem. So let's say we are a company here. We have a problem. Our clients aren't interacting with us. This is an actual problem. From there, the problematic, how can we get them to contact us when they have an issue with our product? We're not on a good situation. We need to reach our clients. How to do that? The thing is the following. Per team, and if we reflect in parallel in the work environment, per department or per cross-functional team you have, they sit all together in a round table under one roof. They start to discuss and brainstorm possible ideas to support this problematic. How can we make our clients interacting with us for a misused product or malfunctioned product? Now here we can make a practice. Let's say we are all here, a group together. For the people online, you can judge with me as well. We can observe what will happen. So we will use one flip chart. And let's say we give 5 minutes of time to brainstorm. You are a team now here. This is the problem. We just need ideas. What potentially we can do so that to make our clients interact with us. Service testing. Okay, for that I will do the following. First, task? Yeah. Okay. Other ideas? Desk?
No, desk. Service.
Service desk.
Yes.
Service desks. Desk. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Again, you need to raise your voice, sorry. Ratings, App Store. Yeah, exactly. Ratings and reviews. Ratings, reviews.
Is it like a physical product we're talking about?
It's up to you. Just imagine anything.
So if it was a physical product, we could use like stickers with contact information on it to, like, if you have an issue, just call us.
So contact information,
Yeah.
like labels.
Yeah, so
Good. Other possible solutions.
yeah, so software product, we could implement some like a call to action button, contact us.
Okay. Call to action. Button. Cool. We can generate even more and more and more. Now the idea, after giving a time for our team to brainstorm together, what possible solution we can do in order to solve this problem we have. Now the idea, we want to give a voice for each team member. So together, if you need to pick, like in the spirit of prioritizing, you need to vote on 2 of these solutions here to work within. Which one would you pick? It's up to you. So just let's do it easy by raising our hands. Who thinks service desk it's the first important prioritized task to start with? Just by the raise of hand. Yeah, exactly. This is why it's just for the sake of the workshop, but okay. Let's say it's important, so we have to voice. Who from you vote that the App Store rating and reviews are more important than the service desk to have? Okay. So here we have 2. Here we have 0. Contact information labels. To tell them if you don't like it, you come, so 3. Call to action button. 1, 2, 3. 3.5. Okay. So the idea is the following. Again, we are just making it funny here to go with the flow. When each person discuss and conversate why this one is better than that one, we reach to a final, let's say, prioritized list of possible solution. For the next part of the workshop, we move down to what we call predict the future. Now we have 2 winners, let's say. this one, and this one. So to work more on our contact information labels for, let's say we are hardware and software for our physical products we have, and to have like a kind of automated call to action button whenever it is needed, people can react with us. For those of you who are familiar with SAFE, like they call it the postcard from the future, I came up with this idea about the newspaper of the future. Let's say we're plus 10 years now ahead in the future. I doubt if it will be a newspaper or a virtual newspaper, but anyway. What we need to do is the following. How would you like the people to speak about you, specifically in that situation, that you are the best company addressing this problem, this solution, about always being up to date with your consumers, okay? And they always get back to you. So here you give another time for your team. Describe the headline. What is the big title that you would like to read? Then describe a small description task about this headline. Again, that reflects the two stuff that we have voted upon. Then we would like to draw a picture and let the people pick a quote or a famous, well-known person who addressed that, or a company. So we know a lot of big players, you know, in the market of what we do. So it's always good for reliability and credibility to quote someone. And we were gonna do that now here together. For this, I have printed a beautiful newspaper. This is after 10 years. It will be in this shape. Let's brainstorm together. What possible headline can our company, Company X here, Tools for Agile Team, would love to read so that people know that we have the best contact information labels and the best call to action button?
Yeah, so the Company X takes first place in user friendliness.
Mm-hmm.
And so the subheadline would be, in 2022, they implemented the greatest call to action
When
the world has ever seen. Or something.
best call to action. Okay, let's brainstorm. Other stuff. This is A. What do you think other head titles you would like to see to read? Let's say our company is T480, just to simplify it. Yeah, please.
It has never been easier.
It has never, yeah, again, it's a headline. It needs to be captivated. Yeah? Never been easier. Other? Your company in the future. How do you want people to speak about it?
I call them more often than my grandma.
Okay, I guess we have a winner. Do you all agree? We move with this one? I call them my grandma. My granny. Let's make it short so captivating. I call them my, yeah, you know, they always have solution, grannies, huh? And they always feed us a lot, and you're always happy when you leave your Eltern house. So, okay, now we have a headlight. I call them my granny. Actually, it is like everyone will, oh, shoo, what is that? Let's see. Let's continue reading. What kind of description would you describe here? We are well known for contact information labels and call to action buttons. TFAT, super easy to be reached. What else?
Maybe not just like easy to reach, but also easy to reach plus I get the right information. I mean, I can be easy to reach and get not the information I want.
Reliable for right info and customer support. Okay, so now we have a headline. So I call them my granny. This is us. That's how we like people to see us in 10 years. We will be a granny in 10 years maybe for some of us. And then what's our description? Like we are T480, so we are super easy to be reached. We are always reliable for the right info we share and for our customer support entity. Okay, this is good. What kind of symbol would you like to reflect on this company? An animal, a spirit, something, I don't know. Speech, nice. Please brainstorm meanwhile, don't worry. I'm an architect, I can draw anything, any stuff. Huh? Yeah, so we have here a beautiful granny with, you know, these caps and the papillon, because... Exactly. Oh, there you see how it's great, huh? And here our granny, she's smiling, you know, and she has always this button, old style stuff. And this is, may I help you? I don't know. Yeah, it's cookies. Take a cookie or take a cookie. You know, like these cookie of fortune, when you break them down, you will see our help. This is how we support people. Yeah, it's cool. And who do you think we can reflect for as a reference? A philosopher, I don't know, or someone who's well known for supporting people. Gandhi, I don't know. Maria Teresa. We went too spiritual here, yeah? Maria Teresa can be. Like a quote here by Maria, you know, these two quoting stuff, track, MT, Maria Teresa. So we make it more, in 10 years it will be more. So the idea is the following. If we go back to the logic we were trying to do. So now our team, first of all, it's interaction. They feel part of the process we are doing to reach a vision. It's not like passive one and it came parachuted from management. No, we are members of this house, of this family, T4AT. We have described how we would like to be seen in the eyes of our customers, of media in the future. Now, the third step that we can do is the following, is this one. We break these different departments or teams that are working. Now here we were in one team due to number of attendance, but in the example we were 2. In companies it might be 5 or 10. And then now the stage need to be all merged up into one common vision. If we want to say this is T4AT vision, our company, tackled from these features that we would like to do, and from this newspaper from the future, what potentially can be our vision? So what is our common vision for that? We're company T4AT. What is our vision? To rightly fulfill contact information labels, call to action buttons, support our problem, making people interacting with us more. This is a goal. How can we leverage that to a vision?
We want to become the best reachable company in our sector.
So, expand to become best reachable company in our sector or industry. Would you like to iterate on this vision? So this is our vision. Any modifications? So our vision as a company, based on the input of our team members and the teams, to expanding to become the best reachable company in our sector. Perfect. Let's say this is the situation. Now, what should happen is the following. Now that we have our own vision, we fix it, and we need to ask the following question. What would have to happen just before this for us to succeed? And we keep on asking it up till we reach a level where there are no answers anymore. So, if now I ask you now, people here in this room, and the people online, what would have had to happen just before expanding and becoming the best reachable company in our sector? What should we do directly before this step?
Find out where we stand right now.
Find out our positioning. What would have just had to happen before finding out our positioning? Where are we standing?
I think it would be like the first point to start with finding out our position. It's not the last thing to happen.
Then just, yeah, no problem, just brainstorm.
So maybe it could be like having easy call to action buttons for all our products, all over our, I don't know, web pages, apps.
Call to action, yeah. So, having easy call to action, what would just have to happen before this task? I can say here then maybe to build up an automated back-end service in our platforms so that we have this infrastructure for this ability. What would have to happen just before building this back-end? To hire the right people maybe to do this job, or to find maybe the right platform in order to do this task. What would have to happen just directly before, and so on and so forth. And this, where it will lead us, it will lead us to a place where there is no more what to do before this task to answer, because we have reached situation 0, and now it's the time to plan for how you can start the first thing you need to do in order to go back and reach this vision that it was not parachuted. It came out from actual people in your company. And this strategy, if we just try to do it within our employees instead of simply bombarding them with our company mission and vision, parachuted, like because this is our dream or this is the founder's idea. First of all, the vision came out from actual people who works for you. Second of all, this vision came with commitments because they were aligned, spoken out transparently together, and they want to do it because they came out with these different steps. So now you have a roadmap from the first item to be done up till you will reach your main target or goal. And like this, it's not only like an idea up in the sky, it's an actionable commitments that people, employees, needs to commit to it so that they could reach your vision. And here I would like to say, yes, now it is your turn. So it is time to plan how you would like to tackle your vision, because most of the companies, and believe it, you can ask any type of employee in no matter how big the company is, what is your vision? You always receive the first answer before answering. Yeah? A lot of employees doesn't know the answer. The second question, whom are you serving? Which market segmentation are you in? Which industry are you in? Nothing is clear. And these are all bottlenecks towards the health of a company's vision, towards measuring and growing. I reflected back again to be just reliable and credible, not just to share my own experience. If you don't know that 700 and plus companies out of 2,000 publicly traded companies, so available in the market, they literally have made 0 commitments. It's not like they couldn't reach their vision or it's not zero commitments. And this is taken from Harvard Business Review a few months ago, in this summer, August 2022. Now you see, it's a common problem. And if you just want to understand this number, it's 35%. Of 2,000 publicly traded companies, net 0 commitments. They didn't even made 1%. And this is a big problem. And here I would like to quote this. I love this man. Now he's with Mother Teresa, so he's dead. So Buckminster Fuller, he liked to be called Bucky. And he says the following: there is no such thing as a failed experiment, only experiments with unexpected outcomes. Don't be afraid to not have a vision, or to have a vision, but yeah, we wouldn't be able to reach it. No one cares. What we care, first of all, is to let all the people in your organization to participate into shaping this vision, one. And you You will never have a fail experiment. You will fail if you don't do any action, if you don't take actionable commitments. You will only have unexpected outcomes. To avoid these unexpected outcomes, you can reach back to this different stage to have actionable roadmap towards the target. Because now when you have different tasks, you can assess yourself, you can measure and grow, you can put in percentage the accomplishment rate that you are doing up till you will reach your vision, and not like, yeah, welcome Joseph to T4AT, we are this company, our vision is Prach. And Joseph is standing like, oh, beautiful vision. What do we do? There are free snacks. Huh? No. So, your turn to commit. And of course, commitment without actionable commitments will remain simple dreams. And that was the experience that I wanted to share with you. And yeah, I would love to address any kind of questions if we have online or even here in person. And I could conclude the whole thing with an open reflection to you. Yeah, how you and your organization, if you are a business owner or an employee, how do you deal with visions? Do you do actionable commitments? Do you take your colleagues' opinion, or just simply parachute them and bombard them with targets? Thank you.
Excellent. So we'll do the round of applause in the middle.
Yeah.
There's a question.
Oh,
We have
okay.
A
Yeah,
question
yeah. Cool,
already.
sure. That's what. Now we have some questions here, and we have at least one from remote. So
Okay.
we'll start in the room.
I hate to be a spoil sport. Okay, I hate to be a spoil sport early on, but I don't think the method is actually that good to reach a roadmap. And if we look at our vision, it's not a business vision. It's something that helps a business vision to maybe succeed. But I think on the vision side of the company, I'm not that big a fan of OKR, but on that side, it should be an OKR approach. So we should know what we want to achieve for a business value, and then we can break that down. And I think much better than the method which reminds me very much of waterfall, just going up. We should go to a crowdsourcing DDD approach, so domain-driven design, where you can actually create actionable items, not just in one workflow, but in a matrix and in a pattern system where you see the interactions of different things. I think that's a much smarter approach than to do just this linear. We have to be here and go and there, because most systems that we work in aren't that simple that you can just go step by step. There's a lot of things happening on the sides.
Exactly. Thank you for your feedback, actually, because it will help me to clarify one thing. Again, if we take a step back and we take a view from the cockpit towards what happened just in the last 20 or 30 minutes, we are back in the team level. What I have just shared, or even with the OKRs and everything supports our strategic themes that needs to be built on the portfolio level. We just want to launch the interaction on the individual team member spirit so that they even have a say, so that it can be described to reach exactly what you have just said, the management portfolio level of a vision of a corporate target to be achieved, and many factors that can help us along the way with many milestones to be delivered. Yeah, thank you for that.
I actually think the questions from remote works with that, because, okay, I'll just read it. It's more of a comment. It is a question, but isn't this only one problem? She says that a team has its own vision for the company is great, but it would probably touch upon one single issue. So I think this is a similar thing to the vision of the company as a whole. And perhaps now this is my comment.
Yeah.
The keyword is alignment, right?
Exactly.
So that you don't have a vision on the team level or on team levels, several teams that go there and there and there, and then there's a company and there's no alignment, but that you have a sort of a stream, right?
Definitely. And this is why, again, all team inside of our corporation in round tables under one roof needs to do this activity together. Again, this is one example of many ways to do it in order to reach a certain alignment, because when I see the pain or the desires of a team and the other and the other and the other, it will help me nevertheless to shape my company vision based on these conclusions, because nevertheless, who will support me to do my vision as a company are these people who are here. So if I don't listen to them and take their ideas into consideration, I wouldn't be able to do something that these people will deliver. So I will end up with two solutions, either to recruit new people that will support the thing that I like simply because I liked it as a, let's say, business owner of a company X, or simply try to adjust and adapt and manage, because currently we're living in a fast-paced digital world. And decentralized decision-making needs to be done because education is not scarce anymore. And you can't imagine how each member that you recruit or hire has maybe a particular interest into something that with a simple word shared, the purpose is just to put it in front of our eyes and spotlighted. It can launch a lot of discussions and roadmap alignments in order to reach the big umbrella, which is the company vision. Yeah.
Excellent. Are there any more comments from the room or from remote? Love it, because we still have like 9 minutes left and then we'll go. So I loved your method of brainstorming. So let's do that, Joseph, even we didn't talk about this before, so we can kick back some thoughts here and you can participate. So perhaps to elaborate on the thing, vision on a company level, vision on a team level, I throw in some other, I don't know, concepts or factors, values, right? Perhaps also on a company level, what are the company's values and what are the team's values? Perhaps even what are the individual's values? Then you have the vision, perhaps you have a mission somewhere in there.
Sure.
And again, this idea of alignment. Just to kick back some thoughts, what do you think? How can we work towards aligning this? Do you have any idea? And I heard, well, in my head, I imagined like a big room planning or like a all hands on deck meeting. Do you have any more ideas to align these different levels, perhaps?
Yeah, of course. Well, many strategies can support us into bringing alignment to the mechanism that we are dealing with in our corporations. Now, alignment can be made into an open sharing experience of a certain strategy like this idea. Another way of alignment can be simply by going out of the environment that we're in, of the work environment we have, and target the people that we would like to serve, in the market. Let's live one day with them.
So bring the customer in.
Yeah. What do they experience? What are their issues? Another way to do it, it's a storyteller. Let's say this is the product that I have. Let's put myself in my customer's shoe and narrate step by step what is happening up till I reach the payment, for example. Or up till I reach, so the goal is to give T480 feedback. Let's say this is the platform that we have. How me as a user, I can give a feedback. This is another practice. And because when you do, it's like the CGM, the customer journey mapping. When you do it step per step, you can reflect it on your value stream as well on top. You can see the aha moments and the wow moments. So maybe the wow moment will be not to find the contact button. Now here we are all aligned with a simple activity. We are missing maybe to highlight this contact button to make it visible or easy to target.
Make it attainable, right? Here it is in your face.
Exactly.
Interesting. Participate if you want. Or I keep going?
Keep going.
Keep going, okay. I've been a Scrum Master for the longest time.
Yeah.
And an Agile team coach and stuff. So now you have this team, right?
Yeah.
And you come with your workshop. And you start. And there's nothing. I'm sure this has happened to you before. It's happened to me a lot of times, right? And there's no energy in the room. You've been going through half an hour. You're working hard. You're beginning to sweat like, crazy. And the team's like, what do you do? Within your concept. Now, this is back on the very how to do this, because there's a lot of Scrum Masters watching. How do you get your group into action if they are asleep?
Yeah, you simply stop.
Oh, right.
You directly, because
you stop speaking.
No, you directly stop because you need to shock them. It's a kind of shock. Then everyone will be alerted.
What's your shock, Joseph? How do you shock them?
While you're speaking, if you notice like something is not like working perfectly fine, you simply like make a noise. You stop. And then at first, at least they got your attention.
Right.
And then
they're awake now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you can win them back again.
How'd you do that?
Yeah, I need to have a situation. Now you're playing hard on me. It's
No. I'm good. But
yeah, it's
I've
like,
been there.
Yeah, exactly. You can simply, maybe the spirit, the energy vibe inside of a room, it's certain. So now I got your attention. Let's all go and have a drink.
Right.
Have a cocktail, eat something, just refresh ourselves, have a cold breeze, come back.
Okay,
You change the
got it.
activity scenario.
Got it.
You
So
know?
we
Yeah.
are now on the level people are asleep. How do you okay, they are awake now.
Mm-hmm.
You got their attention, but they still look at you like, vision, why do we need a vision? Why do we need a vision again as a team? We're working fine. We know what we do. What do you do then? How do you get them into the content of your workshop if they look at you like, huh?
Yeah, you show them the numbers that your company has, and once they see that this archived data it is going down, or we're losing, or we're having negative feedback, you show them some feedbacks from actual people towards what they are working upon from the last 6 months, let's say. Now they need to be alerted, because if we're going down, it's the threat on all of the business and all of our jobs.
Excellent.
And when you target personal reasons, like now maybe my job will be at risk,
Yeah.
for sure he will be awake. He will do the best thing to do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got you on the hot chair. You're still cool?
Yeah.
I'll keep going.
No, keep going.
Good.
No, I love
There's
this.
no wrong answer here.
I love it. I'm an architect. I'm used to problems. Come on.
The building will tumble down.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. You got them on the level with the numbers and the data, and you're like, look at this. This is self-explanatory. If you don't do that, we're going down. You even got them on the individual level. Your job's on the line.
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha. Now, you got the one person in there who's like, yeah, the data, the numbers, I don't care. What's in it for me? And I got it that there's a threat, like a Damocles sword hanging there, because my job's on the line. But we don't want to use threats, right?
No,
We don't
of
want to
course
use
not.
fear. We don't want to use insecurity. We want to use something attainable, something energizing. So how do you sell the thing? Yeah, you need a vision, to a skeptic or someone who just doesn't get it, without the fear factor.
Of
The
course.
job's on the line, but with the, hey, what's in it for me? And he's like, or she, it's like, oh yeah, interesting. I can see myself 3 weeks from now, or I don't know, half a year, with the vision, doing a better job, having a better experience at work. How do you sort of energize them on a positive level?
Yeah, of course, because you need to spotlight again, like to take a step back and to explain to them that what we are doing here, it's not us, because we want each and every person of you to contribute to this company goal or vision and mission. And because we do believe that if you are comfortable as employees, our customers will be happy. So we need your support as employees to shape this company identity, where we need to go in a year or 2 or 3. Because if you help us to shape it, you make it like your home. And if you're comfortable enough to shape this target, you will be happy every day, not to wake up and say, I'm going to work. No, you are shaping the environment, the job environment that you dream of working in.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you're giving him a vision, right? You're
Exactly.
giving him a big vision. I'm this company. This
Yeah.
is my company. Participation, right? Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. And
Yeah.
we're almost out of time. So
Thank you.
questions from you guys? We have a comment, at least from the audience. I'd just like to read it from out there. But I like the fact that this forces commitment and creativity in searching for a focused goal and get there via reverse engineering. That's interesting. It forces commitment via reverse engineering.
Yeah. You know, you need always, if you be extreme, it is wrong. You always need to balance it between showing what's like there's, if that's the situation, bad numbers. It's not from like you're pushing them or being a Grinch in it. No, but we need to spotlight again. This is part of transparency. It's not always la vie en rose. And at the same time, you need to be pleasant, because again, we won't be able to succeed without each and every member in our company. You shape the company, and not the company shapes you. This is the mindset that the world is moving towards. There are no more work and employees like 20 years ago from 9 to 5. And then you spend extra work and no one cares. And you need to come to the job, to your office. Now it's online, it's virtual. You just need a laptop and an internet connection. Me as a CEO, I don't care, and I should not care anymore if you come and spend the contract hours that we agreed upon. If you can give me the same commitment and the same profit to my company, which is yours as well, in 1 hour. It's the experience that matters and not anymore the scenario of being afraid of a certain hierarchy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, ask Elon Musk, who says, come to the office or your job's on the line.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Different story. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Joseph. I love
Thank
your
you,
energy.
Jan. Thank
I
you,
love
everyone.
to be in the workshop where everything goes down the drain and you're like, okay, I got to wake people up.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you,
you
everyone.
guys. Thank you guys outside.